Hey guys, and welcome to another episode. Today I'm going to be doing a 24-hour solo survival challenge in the forest. I've got no food, no water, and I'm gonna have to catch it all myself. I've been dropped off at the edge of a forest, so I'm just gonna spend the next 24 hours hiking through this forest, catching my own food, finding drinking water. All I brought with me is a pop-up tent, a collapsible fishing rod, a saucepan, a knife, a lighter, a jumper, me doggy, some dog food, and an empty bag. Okay, so straight up, I found a little can. Throw your rubbish away, guys. Now I have a vessel I can collect some river water in, boil it up, and that's clean drinking water. I also have a vessel so I can start digging for worms to put on the fishing rod. There's a worm. Chuck that in here, we'll whack that on the fishing line later. There are a few brambles with plenty of raspberries dotted throughout this forest, so I'm just picking these as I go, munching on them. They're tasty. There's another little clearing here with heaps of raspberries, so I'm just carrying on, picking these guys, munching on them, plenty of sugar, very healthy. This will keep me going so I can catch something more substantial. We've just come across some bluet mushrooms. These are edible. There's quite a few of them. So I'll be taking these away, filling my pockets, and hopefully we can cook them up with something else later this evening. See, I accidentally stood on some and ruined them. But yeah, we've got 6 or 7 there. A couple more over here. Bluet mushrooms. So again, I don't really have a vessel for these bluets, so I'm just going to shove them in this pocket and I'll cook them up later. Someone's already been here, lit a little fire as you can see. It's a good little clearing for it. Might consider it later. So I found a couple more mushrooms here. These are some sort of horse mushroom. I think it's Agaricus bisporus, but I'm not 100% sure. And they look a bit decomposed and decayed. So I'm gonna leave these guys and carry on the search. I keep stopping every 5 minutes for raspberries. Monty comes back like, come on mate, get a move on. So we've come out the forest and we found a little creek here. Let's see what there is to eat around here. So we're just ploughing on down the river, trying to spot the little ripple of fish, trying to find a good place to catch something to eat. Aren't we, Monty? Here we've come across an elder bush, elderflower that is. There are no flowers on the bush, it's all just berries, and these berries are quite sour. So I'm not gonna bother. So we've been walking up this river and we've come to a little bridge. There's a crossroad there, see a car crossing over it now. Must be a village nearby. This man-made bit has given us a bit of a vantage view over the river, and I've seen a couple little fish, roaches, swim about. So I've got the rod out. I don't have a float, so I'm using a twig. I've put the worm on the hook. Monty's very interested. So just gonna have a little flick and hopefully catch something for dinner. Noticed the fish were hanging about under the bridge, so I've moved a bit closer to the bridge. Monty's loving his spot over there, chilling. And now we just wait. Pretty small, but it's a bit of protein, it's a bit of food, it's legal to take from the river. So we'll be having that for dinner tonight, won't we, Monty? Monty hates just sitting around. You want to have a go holding the rod, Monty? Same again, number 2. So we've got the first one in there, in the Red Bull can we found earlier. Monty's having him there. Here's the second one, we'll just dehook him and whack him in. Alright, so I've caught a couple fish. I've got some mushrooms to cook them with. I've eaten loads of berries today, and I've got some more for pudding. So I've got the fish here. I'm just gonna whack them in my pocket. I didn't bring enough vessels because I need this Red Bull container to collect some water that I can boil on the fire, and then I've got clean drinking water. So I'm just going to carry that like that a few hundred meters back into the forest where I'm going to set up my camp and sleep for the night. So just walking back to set up camp, and I've found this, a parasol mushroom, which are edible, so I'll be taking this with me. I also found this one, which could be a horse mushroom, but again, I'm not 100% sure, so I'll leave this one as it is. Right, let's go, Monty. Woo! So there are far too many raspberries for me to be able to eat on the go, so I'm just grabbing bunches of them and putting them in Monty's poo bag. So let's hope he doesn't do a poo anywhere dodgy, eh, Monty? That's a cool tree. What's this, Monty? So we've come across a little lake completely covered in green algae. I doubt there's anything alive in there. So we'll carry on, won't we, Monty? So we're back at the spot. I saw someone else had had a fire recently. Thought I may as well use the same spot for my fire. So I'm gonna set up camp here, cook myself some dinner, and have some sleep. I've set up camp, voila, got my pop-up tent. Monty's made himself at home. I'm gonna build myself a fire. I've got the kindling, small twigs, and then bigger logs. First things first, I'm gonna gut these fish. I'm gonna clean these mushrooms. Then I'm gonna start the fire, boil the water, prepare some food, and have some dinner. With the mushrooms, the parasol mushroom, I just want the cap. So I'm going to throw away this woody stem and I'll chop that into pieces. The other ones, I'm just going to take out all the muck and I'll use the entire mushroom for these bluet mushrooms. So let's start this fire, cook up these mushrooms and the fish. First I'm going to put this water in so it can boil. These mushrooms have been cleaned, chopped up. I'll just whack these on. While they cook and the water boils, I'm just going to stick this through these fish. These fish are ready to go. Fire's died down a bit now, so I can just leave that there. That will slowly cook. I'll turn the fish around every so often. This fish is almost done. I'll leave that there. There we have it, some mushrooms, a couple fish, and some berries for dessert. It's all cooled down, but that's still really piping hot, so I'm gonna wait a little longer for the water to cool down, and I'll crack on with this.
Cheers.
We've had our dinner, the sun's going down. Monty loves it. We're knackered, so we're gonna get some shut-eye and we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. So Monty's gone for a walk. He's come back in and decided to crash the whole tent, haven't you, Monty? Woo! Good morning. So me and Monty are gonna go get some firewood. We're gonna go get some water from the river. We're gonna collect some wood lice, boil the wood lice for breakfast, and get some berries in, aren't we, Monty? Yeah. I'm just shuffling through all the dead bits of wood. Obviously, as their name suggests, wood lice are found mainly in wood. So I'm just looking for dead trunks, rotting wood, and I'm trying to find some wood lice from there. Heaps of spiders and earwigs, snails, but I'm looking for wood lice. Oh wow, there's loads in here. There's a whole bunch of them in here. We're back at base camp. I've got a pocket full of wood lice. I've filled my can up with river water. I've got some dry sticks, so I'm gonna build a fire, boil the water, and whack the wood lice in the water, boil them for a few minutes. They are usually safe to eat raw, but they can sometimes have parasites, bacteria in their stomach, which I do not want in mine. So I'm gonna play it safe, boil the water, and that'll be my breakfast. Watch out, Monty. So the water's starting to boil, don't know if you can see that. I'll keep stoking the fire. I've got all my wood lice in here. Got about 10 of them. So I'm just going to whack them in the water. Don't know if you can see them in there, but it's boiling away with the wood lice in it. So it's all boiled. So I'm going to take this off somehow and pour the water with the wood lice into here. Stamp this out. Now I've got 10 wood lice here. That'll be my breakfast. I'll just let them cool down for a sec. Time for breakfast. Let's see what these bad boys taste like. Quite salty. They're not too bad actually. Tastes a bit like shrimp. Not as nice as shrimp though. I don't have many of them. Only got 10, but they're packed with protein and they'll keep me going, along with some berries. Here we go. And that was the moment my battery died, but the 24-hour challenge was already done. So I packed up my stuff and went home. Are you subscribed yet? What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button now, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment, and I'll see you in the next episode.